And he's heaved it away. And here's Haaland. Rice, and the keeper's got it again. Gabriel. Ødegaard. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz forwards and with intent. Nouri looks to the other side. Lewis. Foden. And it's Rodri. Rodri thinks about the... There's the shot! Kovacic, and again!
But he can't dwell on that, he needs to pick himself up and move on.
Merino. Ødegaard. Martinelli succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's there to clear it. Merino. Martinelli. Martinelli closing in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba. Calafiori. Probing pass. Martinelli. A chant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Haaland. Clearly not happy with that. Merino. Calafiori. Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. Rice. Calafiori tries to dink it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Stones gently done. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Arsenal, well Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Bernardo Silva, and he goes cross-field. And it's Lewis. Foden. Real chance.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, the finish. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Moved on forwards. Now it's Martinelli. Rice. Ødegaard. Saka looks to get on the end of this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rodri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bernardo Silva, aim forwards. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he welcomes it in. It's out for a goal kick. Timber. Merino. Ødegaard. Lofted upfield. Martinelli. And here's decent chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Hit into the middle. And the finish! Oh, nearly. And it's played forward. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Chance for a shot! And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Foden. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now then, the ball's come loose. Plenty waiting in the middle. Calafiori does really well. And the shot! Can he finish? Rodri forwards and with intent. Savinho gently done. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Timber. Saka. Lobbed in behind. Defending of the desperate variety. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Foden shifted upfield. Martinelli. Calafiori. Martinelli. Saka tries to thread one through. Cross goes in there. Foden, who's set up one goal so far. Savinho. How will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Timber. Martinelli is onto it in a flash. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Donnarumma claims it, and the danger passes. Now it's Savinho. Oh, just skips past his man. And he's there to get it away. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ambitious ball here. Cleared without complication. Looking for a decent ball in. Ruben Dias gets it away. And here's Saka. There are a few waiting for it. And here's Marino. Chance, surely! Moved on forwards. Can he latch on to this? There's no... Martinelli is foul. Timber. Saka. Odegaard. And that is a little undercooked. Kovacic, oh, good spread. Foden in acres of space out wide. And it's Lewis. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Rodri. Played back in. Foden. Oh, what a ball! Martinelli. Calafiori. Arsenal can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Saliba forwards and with intent. And he's managed to get free. Wins the duel this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great defending, strong and determined. Merino. Picks it up out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's an excellent interception. Stones. Rodri. Martinelli. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Aim forwards. That's tidy. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Nouri. And here's Savinho. Played into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Odegaard. Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. Ruben Dias. Aim forwards. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Savinho. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. Foden. Bernardo Silva, that's an imaginative pass. Odegaard. Saka. Oh, well measured. That's very neat. Now it's Saka. Kovacic proves too strong, and it's Rice, and it's lofted through here. Stones. Foden. Lewis. Stones. Rodri shifted upfield. Oh, easy pickings there. Merino. Time added on will be 2 minutes. That has been cut short. Saka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bernardo Silva played out towards the right wing. Foden proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, Red, nice interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Calafiori. No reported change to either side during the break. Saliba. Gabriel. Stones cuts out the pass. Nouri. Moved on forwards. Kovacic. Ødegaard. Martinelli. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. And it's played forward. Martinelli. Great ball if he can get there. Great defending, strong and determined.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Lewis. Calafiori. Saliba. Rice. Played towards the other side. Timber. Forwards and real chance! That's really well manoeuvred. Foden. And here's Kovacic. Played out to the right. Foden. Mikel Merino gets over and intercepts. They get a throw in. And it's Lewis. And here's Foden. Now that's well seen too. He's got away. Merino. Saka. Cross in, looks like up he goes! And it's played forward. Stones. Martinelli, delicate ball, and it needs to be. No, it's not getting there. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva looking understandably energised after his goal. Ruben Dias, aim forwards. Timber cuts it out. Gabriel. Saka. He has found a way through. And it's Timber. Martinelli unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Stones shifted upfield. Now it's Foden. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Merino. Oh, nicely intercepted. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Martinelli. Oh, it's played into the area. Nouri. What a throw in. And it's Timber. Timber. Only partially clear. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Saliba. Merino. Calafiori going full tilt down the left. It's a quick ball upfield. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli. Good ball. A real chance! And another try! And he thumps it clear.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Martinelli. Martinelli. Calafiori picks it up now. Time to deliver. Merino. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli. And it's played into the middle. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias. Gently done. Bernardo Silva. Driven forward. Nouri. Showing good feet. And here's Savinho. Now here's the delivery. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rodri. Moved on forwards. That's going to go a long way. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's played forward. He's onto it in a flash. Rodri. Rodri shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Ruben Dias, forwards and with intent. Rodri. Nouri, out to the right. Calafiori. Aim forwards. Lewis makes the interception. Bernardo Silva, spread out to the left. Saka did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Ødegaard. Rice, gently done. Over to the left. Oh, nice touch. Moved on forwards. Now who's going to be first to this? Rice. And it's Timber. Odegaard. Martinelli. Martinelli played out towards the right wing. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Played out to the right. Odegaard. It's run loose here. Can he deliver? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Saka. Timber. Odegaard. Oh, it's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found a way through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rice shifted upfield. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now who's going to be first to this? Savinho wins the duel this time.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Saka. Odegaard. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Aït-Nouri. Savinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Throw in.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And they can counter here. Out to the left it goes. And it's Odegaard. Danger averted for now. Saka. And the assistant referee has... Timber. Calafiori. Arsenal have reclaimed it.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's picked out the run. He's in here! And he's onside. Cross in. Climbs up! That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba, aim forwards. Rice. Ødegaard, forwards and with intent.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's played forward. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Foden!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Saka played with finesse. Merino! It is now or never. Time is against them. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bernardo Silva. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. He's shifting through the gears here. Timber with the slide tackle there.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Ødegaard. Oh, that's neat. Here it is, crossed in. He's cut it out.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gabriel. Saka. That looks a good cross.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Calmly anticipates. Ruben Dias. Nouri. Stones. Lewis. Short changes him with that pass. Saliba. Rice. Rice, gently done. Back into the middle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Timber defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Saka clipped into space. Shot a goal! Rodri. Nouri. Saliba. Ødegaard. Saliba, forwards and with intent. Nouri. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis. Foden. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Calafiori. Martinelli looking to get on the end of this. Time to deliver. Martinelli proves just a little bit too strong. There's the shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Saka, that's an imaginative pass. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Kovacic. Over to the left. That looks a good cross. Nice interception, well timed. Cleared away. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Kovacic. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Rice. Saka. Timber. Calafiori. Martinelli. Rodri wins the duel this time. Foden played into space. Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Arsenal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see.
And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Saka. Timber. Ødegaard. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Proves too strong. Calafiori. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, perfectly measured that. Brilliantly cut out. Foden. Well, that's an excellent interception. Stones. Clearly not happy with that. Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Rice. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank. Calafiori, and that's aimed into the middle. Kovacic. Savinho. Savinho! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's got space, great chance! Lingered over. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good spread. Timber's cross. Oh, what a climb! And he's heaved it away. Oh, a delicate chip through. Martinelli showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. do have a chance to counter here. Haaland, not much subtlety about that challenge. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. Kovacic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that was very necessary. Spread out to the left. Martinelli. It's out for a goal kick. Bernardo Silva. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Merino. Gabriel, gently done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Looks to the other side. Foden. Oh, sweet feet. He is through here. Saka. Martinelli. That's a cute ball. And he's straight. Referee's given a throw. Merino. Saliba shifted upfield. Mikel Merino aimed forwards. Calafiori. Saliba, nicely aimed pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Donnarumma, long ball by the goalkeeper. Nice looking ball. Timber gets it clear. Saka. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. Thinks about the and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly. They've played it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he's cut it out. Foden moved on forwards. Savinho. Saka. Haaland. That is a great pick out. Savinho! Rice. Calafiori. Rice. Saliba. And it's played forward.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Savinho looking to run onto it. And they've got a throw. And here's Haaland! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Timber. And here's Saka. Aimed in towards Mike! Lewis. Moved on forwards. Kovacic. Played out to the right. And here's Kovacic. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ødegaard. Timber shifted upfield. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Ruben Dias. That's really well manoeuvred. Savinho. Oh, nice touch. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, that... Saliba. Mikel Merino, forwards and with intent.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Savinho. Ambitious ball here. Danger averted for now. Bernardo Silva delivers. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mikel Merino, gently done. And it's Timber. And that could set him on his way. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Searching pass he's played there. That's the keeper's ball. Martinelli. Calafiori. This might spell danger. Rice. Timber opts to play it back. Savinho. Lewis, aim forwards. Haaland. Now it's Kovacic. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Gabriel. Saliba, gently done. Lewis. Foden. Martinelli does really well to win the ball there. Calafiori moved on forwards. He's shifting through the gears here. Out to the left it goes. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's a fabulous ball. Haaland succumbs to the...
Been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Lewis. Foden. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ødegaard. And that is a little undercooked. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Foden. Calmly anticipates.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's tidy. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving? Ødegaard with the short one. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, smashing header! Stones gets good distance on it. And it's Ødegaard. Merino. Saka! Oh, just lacked it. Lewis. Foden. Calafiori cuts out the pass. And it's Kovacic. Rodri. Takes it! Saliba forwards and with intent. Calafiori chooses to go cross-field. Timber has it out wide and in space. So who's he picking out? And he welcomes it in. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Now it's Haaland. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Foden. Foden is fouled. Hit into the middle. Saliba getting this one clear. Martinelli. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Stones wins the duel this time. Kovacic. Rodri. Nori. And it's played forward. Savinho. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Bernardo Silva takes the shot. Ødegaard. Timber shifted upfield. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Saka out to the right. And it's Ødegaard. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Savinho providing an outlet on that flank. Kovacic. It's Kovacic! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And the whistle's gone, presumably. Saliba, and that's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rodri gently done. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Savinho. Saliba shifted upfield. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. He is just caressing the ball. Well played. Important challenge that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rice, aim forwards. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Ruben Diaz. And he goes cross-field. Foden. Kovacic. Savinho. And here's Haaland.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And they can counter here. And it's Kovacic. Martinelli was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, good spread. Donnarumma claims it, and the danger passes. Foden. Kovacic. Great defending, strong and determined. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And it's Marino. Calafiori, and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's the chance to counter. Foden. Gabriel, oh, good-looking ball. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Timber. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Rice, and it's played forward, and it's Timber. Martinelli. Saka, now it's Saka. He can get that clear. Gabriel have it back and can go again. Moved on forwards. Saka spread out to the left. Foden absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Could be danger here. Foden played it again. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Marino. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And the counter is on. Ødegaard. Martinelli. Now it's Ødegaard. Calafiori. Is there any support? He might not need it. And he's there to get it away. Calafiori. It's run loose here. Kovacic. Kovacic gently done. That's a foul. And he thumps it clear. Lewis. This is it then, now or never. Haaland. Haaland. It's a loose ball. Foden.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment.
Rodri is the guilty party there. Plays it out wide. Looking for a decent ball in. Merino. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Ødegaard. Great defending, strong and determined.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Foden. He's got away. Savinho is having a shot!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Saka. Ødegaard. Arsenal keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Martinelli looks to get on the end of this. Now then, the ball's come loose and it's played forward. Foden has created one goal already. Now it's Kovacic. Foden, and he's managed to get free. Now, chance! No, couldn't quite control it.
Arsenal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That's going to go a long way.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Stones forwards and with intent. Oh, the referee's booking him here.
Ridiculous.
Nouri. Bernardo Silva. Ødegaard does really well to win the ball there. He has found the way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Merino tries a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Stones. Rodri. Can he finish?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rodri shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic probing pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rice.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ødegaard. Now he's got space here. Ruben Dias clears it away.
To avoid a slip-up now.
Kovacic. And it's Rodri. Savinho. Over to the left. Well read, and the danger is averted. Stones. Foden. And here's Kovacic.
Huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I'd personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. That's really well manoeuvred. Timber. And it's Ødegaard. And it's made its way to him. He's in space and looking for options. Stones with the clearance. Keeper's dealt with that. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Calafiori. Gabriel. Timber. Saka. Some good work on the right flank here. Very nicely done. Can he deliver? Saka, and that's aimed into the middle. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Moved on forwards. Foden. Kovacic. Mikel Merino with a fine tackle. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Savinho played out towards the right wing. Martinelli gets it clear. Lewis. It's a mighty effort! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Gabriel. Timber. Gabriel. Rice. Ødegaard. Aim forwards. And the assistant referee rightly gives...
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lewis. Kovacic. Lewis. Wins the duel this time. Rodri.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
He's in a good position here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Saliba.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Savinho. Bernardo Silva. And he's well positioned here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice control. Tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Cleared without complication. And it's Ødegaard. Martinelli. Merino. Oh, shit! Kovacic. Still goalless at the moment. Kovacic. Foden. Played in. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Rice. Saka. Donnarumma chooses to deal with it himself. Keeper's got good distance on that. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Timber. Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Plays it through. Savinho in acres of space out wide.
Savinho, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Ødegaard receives it, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kovacic. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Saliba, that's a sharp pass. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Goes for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bernardo Silva is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Out to the right. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Kovacic. Cross in. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Saka. Martinelli.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Quality ball. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Kovacic. Kovacic proves just a little bit too strong. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
That's good play. Bernardo Silva. Martinelli. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nice looking ball. Timber. Odegaard. Martinelli. Thinks one through. And that has been cleared. Nouri. Played out to the right. Saka. Shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Foden. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, it's come loose! Odegaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Calafiori, and it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Bernardo Silva. Aim forwards.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's really well manoeuvred. Calafiori. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Now it's Haaland. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? The muscular approach does pay off here. Rice. And he welcomes it in. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Strong running down that left flank. And it's Marino. Rice does really well to win the ball there.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Moved on forwards. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Haaland shapes to shoot! Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Lewis. Rice gets a foot in here. Kovacic. Martinelli. Merino. Oh, they can break here. Calafiori. Cross goes in there. And the keeper has it. Now it's Savinho. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ødegaard. Gabriel. Saka. Now he's off and running. Referee's given a throw. Kovacic. And it's played forward. Nouri. Moved on forwards. Clipped into space. Calafiori attempts a clearance. Out to the left it goes. That's a good run down the left. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Saka. Good take, and is he in? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Referee has just said play on. Lewis. And they've got rid.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, that's a... He can get that clear. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Do have a chance to counter here. No way through there. Oh, played right into his path. Martinelli. That has been cut short. Saka. Stones makes the interception. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Lewis. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Saka proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Kovacic. Ball's played through. Foden. That's very neat. Delivers with whip.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Rice. Gabriel chooses to go cross-field. Merino. And it's played forward. Lewis. Kovacic. Stones. Up towards the front line.
Arsenal, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Savinho. Saka, done delicately. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Timber. And things are starting to look awfully cosy. Ruben Dias, aim forwards. There are a few waiting for it. Rice can get it clear. Ødegaard. Gabriel, nicely aimed pass. Rodri.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, such a clever touch. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Ødegaard. Gabriel. Timber. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield.
Arsenal might just have gone into conservation mode here. Their focus now is clearly to just hold on.
Arsenal, however, just have to plough on and hope for a break. Martinelli. Oh, red, nice interception. Foden. That's really well manoeuvred. Merino. Saka. He is just caressing the ball. Saka, up he goes! And with the... And it's played forward. Savinho looks to get on the end of this. And it's Kovacic. That is a great pick out. He's under... Timber tries to clear. Martinelli going full tilt down the left. Martinelli shifted upfield. Driving on, a real charge here. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rice. Martinelli. Calafiori. That looks a good ball through. That is a brilliant interception. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Kovacic. Now it's Foden. Now who's going to be first to this? A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's anyone's ball now. Martinelli. Calafiori. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He's having a shot! And for Stones forwards and with intent. Martinelli. Mikel Merino, who does have an assist to his name. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Caresses it through. Now it's Odegaard. And he's there to get it away. Kovacic aim forwards. Sabi! That has been knocked clear. And it's Rodri. And he whips it. Oh, smashing header! Saka. Ruben Dias. Savinho. Nouri. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodri, gently done. Foden. That's tidy. Kovacic has a shot! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Saliba. Rice. Kovacic. Moved on forwards. Saka. Martinelli. Aim forwards. That's the keeper's ball. Rodri have it back and can go again. Gabriel. Rice. Calafiori. Played towards the other side. Stones. Stones gently done. And it's Bernardo Silva. Showing good feet. Bernardo Silva. Saka with the foul. Nouri. And that's a dangerous ball. Saka. Odegaard. And he's picked out the run. Saka. And he's onside. Rodri. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. Kovacic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Bernardo Silva. Calafiori. Wins the duel this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bernardo Silva. He's cut it out. Chance here to counter. Odegaard gently done. Stones, and the keeper's got it again. Nori. Stones forwards and with intent. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Played out to the right. Saka. Oh, that's nice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva, spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Bernardo's chance, surely! Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Haaland. And it's Lewis. And here's Foden. Foden, and he whips it in. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away. Foden. So what can they make of this? Proves too strong. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Rice. Merino. Moved on forwards. Saka is onto it in a flash. Calmly anticipates. Saliba. Who can make the difference?
I really like the look of Merino here, Peter, because he's such an effective shield in front of the defence, and his main role will be to quash any threats from midfield. He'll then be looking to quickly get his team on the front foot, picking out those killer passes, which leads to so many chances.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Saka! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. And it's been taken short. Timber. And here's Martinelli. Oh, shooting chance! Stones. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Played towards the other side. And that is as far as they're going to go. But this was in the script. Kovacic. Lewis, gently done. Haaland. Savinho. Calafiori. Saliba. Calafiori. Mikel Merino shifted upfield. And it's Timber. Timber, and he's gone backward here. Caresses it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
And here's Kovacic. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Kovacic plays it short. Oh, that is a... and the shot! They've played it short. Goes for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Saliba, Martinelli, Saka. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's good play. Chance for a shot! Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Kovacic. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. That has been knocked clear. Calafiori. Martinelli. That's a nicely weighted pass. Another chance from a corner. Defending of the desperate variety.
Arsenal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Rice, and it's played forward. Oh, good spread. Timber has it in a wide position. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri spread out to the left. Out to the left it goes. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. It'll be a throw-in. Sabinho. Bernardo Silva. Sabinho. Gabriel. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kovacic. Done delicately. Raya claims comfortably. Rice forwards and with intent. Stones gets across to intercept that. Rodri aimed forwards. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Saliba. Odegaard. Merino. And that's really well manoeuvred. Saka. Moved on forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. That's very neat. Saka, now here's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. And it's Timber. He is just caressing the ball. In by Saka.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from.
where the danger lies. Saka clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Foden. That's a throw. Rodri. Hit into the... climbs up big! Saka. Martinelli given the lift of his goal. Calafiori. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. No, that's not going to find its target. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. That is lovely. Saka's delivery.
Arsenal really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make.
And he shoots! It's a loose this time, surely! Oh, it's come loose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nouri, and it's played forward and played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Mikel Merino gets rid without sophistication. Nouri looks to the other side. Lewis. Kovacic. Foden. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, what? Ødegaard. Rice. Ødegaard shifted upfield. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nouri.
It's totally up for grabs.
Saliba gently done. Kovacic. Foden. Merino. Ambitious ball here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bernardo Silva. And he goes cross-field. And it's Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, Ødegaard. Gabriel. Moved on forwards. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Sabinho. Bernardo Silva is fouled. Saka. Saliba, aim forwards. Calafiori, and it's played forward. Kovacic. And it's Kovacic. Haaland. Savinho. And here's Bernardo Silva. Can he finish? Foden.
Absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Martinelli. Stones forwards and with intent. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Foden. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. And the assistant referee Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Whistle goes again. Merino. Calafiori. Calafiori shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Great defending, strong and determined. Over to the left. Calafiori closing in on goal. Looking for a decent ball in. And here's at a shot! Calafiori. Merino. Calafiori. Oh, there's a probing ball. Punched away. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Timber. We are into overtime. And he cuts out the supply. Savinho. Savinho takes a look up. Savinho. Cross goes in there. Decent chance! Kovacic goes short. That's an excellent interception. Martinelli. And it's Ødegaard. Nice interception, well timed. Foden. Now it's Savinho. Bernardo Silva. That pass has been well intercepted. Do have it at the interval, 2-2. And we are already promptly back underway. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Martinelli. Aimed in towards the centre. Saka! Lewis gets it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Serves up across. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Foden. Martinelli. Saka. Saka played out to the left flank. Oh, they could be caught out here. Savinho. Savinho stood his ground strongly. Mikel Merino does really well to win the ball there. And it's Timber. Very nicely done. It's a threatening ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He can get that clear. Foden making good progress on the right-hand side. And he's managed to get free. Merino. Saka. And it's lofted through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Now what about this cross? No, that's too long. Stones gently done. Foden. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic has created one goal already. Lewis. Now it's Foden. Foden played with finesse. Out for a throw. And here's Haaland. Martinelli. Merino. That looks a good ball through. He's in, surely! Odegaard. Now that's a fine challenge. Ruben Dias gets good distance on it. Saka. Savinho. Odegaard. Played out to the right. In by Saka. Ruben Dias tries to clear. Calafiori have it back and can go again. And here's Martinelli. And it's Merino. Stones with the clearance. And here's Saka. Kovacic aim forwards. Bernardo Silva. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Nouri. Odegaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rice forwards and with intent. Now it's Martinelli. That's the keeper's ball. Foden. Saka. And here's Merino. Out to the right. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Out to the left it goes. Strong running down that left flank. And that could set him on his way. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Stones. Kovacic. Foden. Lewis. That has been cut short. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Gabriel, early ball out from the back. Haaland. Rodri. Ruben Dias. That's really well manoeuvred. Gabriel, long ball upfield. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Rodri. Foden tries making a foray down the right. There's the delivery. Gabriel getting this one clear. And it's Ødegaard. Martinelli. Nice physical challenge. Rodri. Played towards the front line. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Calafiori. Merino. Long ball looking to counter. Rodri makes the interception. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Stones spread out to the left. Timber cuts it out. Saka tries to dink it through. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he shoots! Ødegaard with the short one. Saka. He's having a shot! Sabinho, that is a great pick out. Well read, nice interception. Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Saka, Ødegaard, Martinelli. Kovacic played out towards the right wing. Calafiori wins the duel this time. There's no flag. Proves too strong. There are a few waiting for it. Ødegaard, a probing pass. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Moved on forwards. Lewis. Stones. Ruben Dias. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's played forward. Calafiori. Moved on forwards. Calafiori. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Foden. And it's Kovacic. Oh, good spread. Now this could be a chance. He's Haaland! Haaland has been caught there. Foden! It's anyone's ball now. Could be danger here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Up towards the front line. Stones gets over and intercepts. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Played down the flank. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Tries a shot! Danger averted for now. Nouri. That's a good run down the left. Played into the box.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Kovacic. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bernardo Silva, aim forwards. Savinho. Savinho!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Timber gently done. He's had a shot! Ruben Dias. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka. That's good running with the... Saka! And he's there to clear it.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Savinho. Oh, it's played into the area. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Rodri. The muscular approach does pay off here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Martinelli! And that has been clubbed away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Five minutes left on the clock. Rice. Gabriel chooses to go cross-field. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the assistant referee. Stones. Kovacic. Savinho. Savinho. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Now, I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Calafiori, played over towards the opposite flank, and it's Timber. Oh, a delicate chip through. And that was very necessary.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically have
Left, surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and
Timber. Saka.
number 10 look about him is Martin Odegaard, Peter. It'll be crucial that he can pick the ball up between the lines as he prefers to do. That'll allow him to show off his trickery. If he can find that space, then all options are open and the opposition defence might be stretched.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Gabriel shifted upfield. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Odegaard. Timber. Timber carries the ball down the right. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Savinho. Ignoring. Bernardo Silva, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Merino. Calafiori. Calafiori, gently done. Rodri is the guilty party there. Lewis aimed forwards. Now it's Haaland. Foden. Kovacic succumbs to the pressure. Timber. Saka. Odegaard. Gabriel. Moved on forwards. Martinelli played out to the left flank. Rice. Martinelli steaming on goalwards. That's the keeper's ball. Foden. Stones. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance, surely!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Stones. Martinelli. Merino. He has a look up. Martinelli spread out to the left. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he deliver? And here's Martinelli. Can he finish? Decent chance! Already. Rice forwards and with intent. Played into space out wide. That is lovely. So who's he picking out? Saka! Saka! Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Header! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And the keeper has it. Now it's Foden.
Rice, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Timber. In with the challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
Rodri. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Savinho. Savinho's cross. And it's hoisted clear. Lewis. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Throw it. Martinelli, gently done. Kovacic. Short changes him with that pass.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And it's Marino. There are a few waiting for it. Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Martinelli, and that's aimed into the middle. And here's the chance to counter. Haaland. He's through here. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Rice. And it's Timber. Oh, nicely intercepted. Out for a throw. Ødegaard. Rice. Timber. Now here's the delivery. Chance! Foden has created one goal already. Martinelli. Calafiori looks to the other side. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Stones. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. He's not played the ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about